isa lang yung hypothesis testing and so on. So, dun sa pinost ko, actually sa syllabus, we should have written exams, so calculators. Pero, I think it will be better if mini-tab na lang and design of experiments. So, parang yung first half will be mini-tab, yung second half will be DOE. Para hindi na kayo mahirapan to review yung comment one stuff mo kasi redundant naman if gagawin na. Okay? Yun lang. So, for this, the example is... yeah. So, yung file name nito is education. So, under resources, English, tapos sample data, education yung file name niya. So, from this, you have track, IQ score, and motivation. So, just a background, yung track is yung general classification ng student, whether section 1 siya, section 2, and section 3, parang ganun. So, basically yung level of competency niya sa school. Next is IQ score. So, yung IQ test lang. And yung motivation. Motivation is a qualitative measure na kinonvert lang into quantitative. So, most likely may survey dyan and so on. Just to convert it into numbers. So, yung goal kasi dito, or the problem is, whether correct ba yung pagka-classify ng school dun sa students nila.
Click kahit saan, press M.
So, correct
Click
ba
kahit
na
saan,
this
press M.
person should be belong sa
Click folder, press M.
so
Kahit
section
folder.
1, this person sa section
Hindi
2,
ba?
and so on.
Isang
So,
click
yun yung
lang.
goal natin.
M, press M.
So, in order to do that, you need to go to stat, multivariate, and discriminant analysis. So, yung mga may laptops, you can follow.
English.
And dun sa wala, kahit watch
Sample
ka lang.
data.
So, for this,
Education.
yung education. Education yung file.
Windows 10 ba yan? Click ka kahit saan, tas EDU. EDU. Hindi, okay na na.
Alright, okay na. So, for the group, that will be the group na iti-test. So, syempre, categorical value yan. So, either 1, 2, 3, or pwede rin A, B, C, and so on. Pero for Minitab 17, alam ko kailangan yung convert into numbers. So, like, kunwari, classification is guwapo, pwede, and hindi guwapo. So, kailangan yung convert into numbers para lang ma-understand ng Minitab. So, you can use negative 1, 0, and 1, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Basta may graduation. Okay? So now, for the groups, again, this will be the parang factor na ito.
Discriminant analysis.
No.
Saan yun?
For the discriminant analysis, go to stat, multivariate, and discriminant analysis. So yeah. So for the predictors, just collect the continuous value. So for this, IQ score and motivation. Then in discriminant function, yung meaning ng cross-validation is iti-test niya yung pag multiply mo si IQ score and motivation. So you have three terms na iti-test. You have IQ score, motivation, and IQ score times motivation. So ginagawa yung cross-validation to check whether mayroong cross-analysis na pwedeng mangyari. Like, pwede kasing if the motivation rises up, the IQ score will go down. Or basta may intricate relationships sila na hindi kayang i-predict linearly. So for the relationship, just click linear for now. Pero in Minitab, it will automatically consider quadratic equations. So if ever nagkamali kayo sa quiz, kaya niya na yun. So kailan malalaman kapag quadratic? So let's say sa factors mo, you have another one. Let's say allowance. And yung allowance is, naniniwala ka nila allowance is squared value ng allowance. So for that, click quadratic. Pero given that general like IQ score yun na talaga and walang transformation na mangyayari, just click linear. Again, kapag may transformation, click quadratic and otherwise linear. For the discriminant function, parang store niya lang yung equation. Same dun sa regression equation, diba? At the end, parang meron tayong regression equation na itetest. So for this, if you want, you can click on that. Pero if not, pwede rin naman siyang i-deduce from the session window later. For the options, for the discussion purposes, click yung above plus complete classification summary. So yung basic discriminant analysis is yung classification matrix lang. So itong tree na to, parang to better understand lang ano nangyari din sa data. Okay? For the prior probabilities, you can indicate kasi whether you want 90% i-consider niya as true, 80% i-consider niya as true, and later. So later discuss ko. So if no-copy niya na yung parang format ko, just click OK. Okay. So dun sa session window, scroll up kayo hanggang dun sa top. Eto, hanggang lumabas to, yung nasa. Alright? Again, for discriminant analysis, yung goal niya is to classify or to check whether yung classification mo is correct. So yung groupings mo. So for this, group 1, group 2, or section 1, section 2, and section 3. So yung first na makikita nyo, this one, parang isa-summarize niya lang kung ano yung data mo. So you have 60 for group 1 and 2 and 3. So now, dito tayo sa analysis. So yung first analysis na nakikita nyo is without cross-validation. So this one. Yan yung without cross-validation. And for with cross-validation, makikita nyo na yun. With cross-validation. Phone ko lang.
Sir, silent.
Nasa grocery ako nung isang araw. Tapos parang nasa counter na ako. Parang chill like ganyan. Tapos biglang, tapos ang dami namin. Tapos parang, okay, MMDA.
Shake drill? Shake drill ba yun?
Anyway, dito tayo sa summary of classifications. Hindi ko alam kung paano lang. Anyway, yan. So, dito muna tayo sa without cross-validation. Again, kapag walang cross-validation, hindi niya like consider yung multiplication or like yung multiply by other factors. So, this one, yung column, yung sa column is yung true group or basically anong group sila dapat. For the put into group, sila yung saan mo dapat sila ilalagay. Okay? So, parang for example, again, for group 1, initially we classified 60 persons na under group 1. Pero in reality daw, 59 lang sa kanila yung nasa group 1 and the other one is nasa group 2. Ganun siya. So, for group 2 na 60, 53 lang daw sa kanila talaga yung group 2. 5 among them is originally dapat sa group 1 and 2 daw sa group 3. And ganun din dun sa class 1. Okay? So again, when using discriminant analysis, nape-predict natin whether correct ba yung groupings or not. So, in summary, you have 180 samples wherein 169 is correctly grouped and yung proportion correct is 0.939. So what is the accepted proportion correct? So different yan. Pero usually kapag classification ng tao, it should be greater than 90. Pero pag classification in terms of experiment, like experiment 75%. So different yan, different. So,
sorry, what are the true groups again? Like where there
true groups are, you have 3 groups. Parang yan yung, you have 3 groups, 3 sections. For this case, you have 3 sections. And this one, you put into group, like kunwari, you have 60 persons, right? So your true group nila is 1. Like, previously, nasa group 1 silang lahat. Parang gano'n. Pero dun sa group 1 na yun, 59 lang talaga sa kanila yung originally belongs to group 1. Or legit na group 1 talaga sila. And yung 1 na to is sa group 2 siya. Parang gano'n. True group means yung classification lang na data. Alright. So for the cross-validation, almost same and different. So for the cross-validation, nag-differ sila dito sa under group 2, dapat daw tatlo yung nasa group 3. So again, when you do cross-validations kasi, yung mga special numbers, like special relationship, kina-consider niya rin. So, better use cross-validation. for me, kapag sa quiz or any analysis, it will be better to use cross-validation. Now we go to square distance between groups. So this one shows kung meron bang group na pwedeng pagsamahin. Let's say, yung data ng group 2 and group 3 actually isa lang sila. So dapat dalawa lang talaga yung group mo. So yun yung parang sinasuggest nito. So titignan mo na yung distance. So it should be generally or relatively different among each other. So let's say this one. For group 1, true na group 1 talaga siya, and super layo niya sa group 2 and group 3. This is the distances. So sa scatter plot, kapag nag-scatter plot ka, ito yung different, yung parang distances nila between. So for group 2 ito, and for group 3 ito. So maybe you can contest, sir, yung 1 and 3 almost same lang yung distance. Yes, almost same sila, pero yung tinitignan mo kasi is this one. Yung nasa yung diagonal. So dapat 0 to. Kapag hindi siya nag-0, that means
Hindi siya true
talaga
1.
siya group 1. May other group siya. Parang yun. So for the linear discriminant functions for groups, you just look for yung highest coefficient among groups. So let's say for IQ score, between group 1, 2, and 3, yung group 1 daw yung may highest IQ score. Parang kapag if you have an IQ score of 1.57 as a coefficient, as a coefficient, so i-multiply mo pa siya dun sa average. So let's say the average is 100. So 157 and above, group 1 ka na daw. Parang ganun. So for group 3 naman, kapag 90 IQ mo and below, group 3 ka. Alright? So we go to pooled mean. So means per group. So basically, ito yung i-multiply mo on this one. So 102.08 times 1.57. Sila yung mga persons na belongs to group 1. And same sa akin. Alright? For the standard dev, actually that is the dispersion na ng data. So no need to understand it. So now let's go to this one, yung mahaba, yung summary of classified observations. So kanina, diba sinabi niya that you have wrong classification sa group 2 and group 3. Tama ba? So this one, yung 1 na to and 2. So using yung mahabang part na yan, you can see whether alin yung observation number na nagkamali ng grouping. So for this, yung number 4 daw yung nagkamali ng grouping. Kasi when you look sa true group niya is 1, so ito yung label niya dun sa data mo. Pero under the prediction group or like the discriminant analysis, group 2 talaga siya. And using the cross-validation, group 2 talaga siya. So yun lang to. So let's say, like for example, in your thesis or any research work, nagka-problem ka kasi may outlier. And dun sa outlier na yun, let's say kinasify mo siya as group 2. Or like the person belongs to section number 2. Pero, when you do the discriminant analysis, parang mali ka ng grouping kaya siya naging outlier. So maybe, try mo siyang i-regroup and draw on your statistical test again. So baka doon, gumana na siya. So usually, ginagawa yung discriminant analysis before regression. Kasi under regression, diba, you can use yun nga yung categories, like yung ginawa natin last time, yung male and female. So maybe nagkamali ka lang ng classification niya, pwedeng hindi siya male, pwedeng female pala siya originally, nagkamali ka ng record. So ganun lang siya. Right? So yun yung discriminant analysis. If ginawa natin to manual, mga 2 weeks natin titindos. That's so super short lang ang lesson natin. Yun na yun. Kasi hindi tayo nag-manual work.